So why buy a house? I mean, other than living in it and having your own home, what are the other benefits? Are there other benefits, or just that you own your own home?
Yeah.
So let's talk about it.
Good question.
Okay, Bex, Sun American. I think you know who I am by now.
Hello. Cliff.
With,
ERA.
there you go. See, we got to do this. All right, you're still looking tan, but it's rain. It feels like the Northeast
gloomy today. Yeah.
Can't even see the mountains, but they're going to get snow.
Which makes you happy.
Well, we'll in like 3 weeks when they open it up. All right, Bex, give us the update. What do we got?
So conventional, let's start there. We're still at 6.125 opening the market this morning.
That's crazy.
So that's really good. And then with a buy down, we're looking at 5.875 with advertised, probably is what you're seeing out there with some type of a buy down.
That's conventional.
Yep, conventional. Good. And then on the FHA side, we're seeing starting at 5.875.
Wow.
True rate, and then with some type of a buy down, you could be seeing 5.25.
Yeah, so that's great. That's good news. With FHA, the only thing you have to remember is that you have to get the mortgage insurance.
Mortgage insurance, yep.
So
FHA, you have to carry it for at least 11 years, sometimes longer, depending on how much of a down payment you put down.
Right. So just keep that in mind. But it's a good rate.
Yeah.
I mean, really good.
Yeah.
Okay. So the question is, obviously, people like owning their own things. You want to maybe own your own home. But the question is there other benefits that you get, that you receive from owning your own home? So we're going to talk about 3. There are more, but this morning we're going to talk about 3. So the first one is equity, right, Bex?
Equity.
So you want to explain how that's a benefit?
So the great thing with equity, what that means is when you buy your own home, every payment you make, you're actually building equity. You pay part of it towards your principal, of course, part of it towards interest, but you're paying down your mortgage every month, which means you're building equity, which is essentially a forced savings account for yourself. If you look at it that way, that's a really great way to look at it, thinking, a lot of Americans right now don't have a lot of savings. So if you own your own home, you've already got one up on a lot of people.
And I think everybody would agree if you had a bank reach out to you and say, hey, if you put your money in one of our savings account and you get 4%, I think you would do it in a heartbeat. Where of course, every state's going to differ, but in the Salt Lake Valley, it's pretty average over the last several decades, right? That you're getting a 4%.
Yeah, which leads us to the second one, appreciation.
Right. So I was going way ahead of that.
You're ready. Yeah, no, he's ready for it. So appreciation is the second one.
There we go.
Which exactly like Cliff said, I just looked it up, the statistics specifically for the Salt Lake Valley. So it might be a little bit different if you're in Utah County or if you're maybe in one of the more rural areas or a different state. Obviously, we can look it up for you. If you have any questions, put them in the comment box for us.
Yeah.
But on average, it's always going to give you a large number, right? 2.5% to 5%, with the middle being 3% conservatively. But I agree with Cliff. I think more and more it's been closer to 4% over the last couple of years.
I mean, even this year, they call it a down year. We still saw an increase of 1%. Remember, these are averages, right? Like this year it could be 1%, next year it could be 5%. I mean, during COVID, that's kind of an anomaly.
It was an anomaly.
I don't know if you want to put those in those numbers because it was just crazy.
Yeah.
But I mean, again, even 3%, if you're going to put it in a bank account, I think you'd do it in a heartbeat. Yeah. That you're going to know consistently every year it's going to be 3%. So
yeah, and I mean, so you're forced savings by making your payments. Plus, then your home is appreciating in value. So you haven't even really done anything other than own that home to get more of value out of the home.
Okay, so we have equity, we have appreciation, which they kind of go hand in hand.
Yep.
And then Bex mentioned a term, pay toward the principal and interest, right? So P&I, principal and interest. Principal basically just means you're paying toward the home.
Correct.
I mean, and interest, obviously, you're paying interest.
Down that loan.
Right, so just keep that in mind. Principal means you're paying on the home. You're not giving it to any kind of interest. So what are the tax benefits?
Yeah, so the third one is the tax benefits. So the big one that a lot of people forget about, or if you haven't owned a home, maybe you don't know, is you get to write off part of the interest that you pay every year. So there's a formula you'll want to talk to your tax advisor about. If you're owning your own home, I highly recommend having someone help you with your taxes, at least for the first year. Especially if you're not an accounting background, but they can help explain that to you. Neither one of us are tax advisors, but basically there's a formula. It's over 27 and a half years. You can depreciate your home and you can write off the interest that you're paying every month.
And I would recommend, if you're thinking about buying, keep that in mind and talk to your tax advisor now.
Yep.
Ask him, hey, okay, so maybe not for this year so much, but for next year, how will this help my taxes? So then you come in knowing, okay, yeah, the payment may be higher than your rent, but then at the end of the year, it's going to save you money in taxes. So look at it for the whole year and balance it out, because you may be wrong. You may actually be paying less for your mortgage because of the interest. So please talk to your tax advisor, even right now. If you're thinking about making a purchase, talk to your tax advisor about saving on your taxes. Yeah, it's good.
They would love that, honestly. A lot of people don't think about that, planning ahead. You just got so much going on and you're just living day to day. But talk to your tax advisor. They can give you a lot of tips and tricks.
Take 20 minutes, right? Just take the 20 minutes and get educated, and that way you know how to move forward in your purchase. Okay, so 3 things: equity. Second,
appreciation.
And then third,
and tax
benefits. So those are 3 benefits on top of owning your own place.
Yep.
So those are really, really good benefits. It can be hard at first. Just get in touch with us, get a consultation, see how we can get you to save some money. Save some money for down payment, or get down payment assistance. All those things you can get. So,
and we can help you. I mean, I've got all kinds of numbers. If you're a numbers person, we can show you what it will look like, how long it will take to pay off the home, how much equity you're building up. We can also look at those appreciation numbers and say, okay, over the next 10 years, this is what we expect the home to appreciate. So we can give you all those numbers, so you can kind of really see what those could potentially look like for you.
Excellent. So QR code right there. Sign up, sign on there, and we'll get you a free consultation. Okay, guys, have a great week.
Bye.
Thanks, Bex.